What's going on, everybody? I'm Mr. Bitcoin Maxi. We're all Bitcoin Maxi. So, before we get into today's video, I want to go over an email that I received today from a subscriber. The email was giving me just real love about the content, the things I talk about, and just email was completely showing me love, which I really appreciate. I appreciate these emails. However, this email tripped me out a little bit because at the end it said, however, I feel I need to unsubscribe due to the fact of we are all Bitcoin Maxis. And the subscriber went in to go and briefly give details about how it just bothers them. Now, for me, as Mr. Bitcoin Maxi, when I see things like that, it's just, to me, that lets me know that that person isn't meant for my channel. That person isn't meant for my content. If something is going to bother somebody about my content, even if it's something small that I say, then it's obviously not the channel or the community for that person. So if anybody feels that they don't like something I say, then like I said, it's not the community for that person. So now, are you ready for Bitcoin wealth in 2025? Something I wanted to talk about while I'm out here on my walk. Now, we just hit an all-time high of $125,000 last night, which is pretty cool. I knew we were going to get there. Like in my other video, a while back, I said that we were going to go down and then we were going to go up. And lo and behold, we went down and then we went back up. And now we're at a new all-time high. Went down now about 123,000. However, a lot of people don't understand that the wealth they're about to make, especially if they have a little bit of Bitcoin that they've been stacking, even a year, 2 years, depending on the amount. And I got to thinking on this walk, I wonder if people are going to get ready for the amount of wealth that they're about to make, because we still have 2 more Fed rate cuts coming this year here in the US. And that's going to send Bitcoin a lot higher, past our all-time highs, I think. And so a lot of people, in my opinion, are going to see their gains and they're going to be like, oh my God, sometimes $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 is a lot of money to some people. It really is, especially for people that are struggling to even stack. They're struggling to even pay the bills. And then when they see that they've been disciplined like that, and then they're like, oh my God, like they see their gains like that, they might want to sell it. And the important thing to remember is that selling, we don't know if it's going to go back down. We don't know if Bitcoin is going to go below 100,000. And if we hit 150,000 plus by the end of the year, who knows if it's going to go back to where prices are of 123,000 now, right? And so being prepared for that mentally is important, because if you're not prepared for the wealth that's about to come your way, then you might be like, well, if I sell now, I can get a new car. If I sell now, I can get a new house. However, not financial advice, the important thing to remember is the more you keep adding to it and the longer you keep stacking, the more you're going to see that wealth grow. And then you're going to be like, well, I stuck through selling it at 130, 135, 140, 150, possibly by the end of the year. And so another thing that's important to remember is that we don't know what's going to happen next year in 2026. We don't know how high Bitcoin is going to go. And in my opinion, I think by the end of this year, I don't like doing price predictions, but I think that we're definitely going to get past $130,000. I really do. I think we're going to get way past that. However, you all know me. I'm pretty conservative on this channel with my price predictions because it's just how I am. I have a realistic outlook, and if it goes up more and we all make more gains from how much we've been stacking, great. But at the same time, I don't mind the fact that it's lower or it doesn't go up. It doesn't just shoot up because I like stacking more, because down the road, it's going to be able to add more to our Bitcoin wealth. It's going to be able to add more to secure our financial future, right? And do you know right now, actually, if Bitcoin hits 1 million, do you know right now it would take you $40 at current prices, $40 a day in order for you to be able to be a millionaire when Bitcoin hits 1 million? And then if you wanted to get over that when Bitcoin hits 1 million, you actually need $50 a day. I left my notepad at home, but that's the cool thing about the Maxi Stack app, is that it's going to adjust to the price of Bitcoin, I mean. So that's the cool thing. That's why I made it, because it's like, well, if you sit here and you try and plug some numbers in right now, the price is going to go up, so it's not going to reflect the prices now. And so that's the cool thing, that when you save a price target in the Maxi Stack app, it always correlates with Bitcoin's current price as it appreciates. So it's pretty cool. And so I believe that a lot of people are probably going to sell. I'm not saying you, but they're going to regret it, because they're going to see all this money coming in and they're just going to be like, oh my God, I finally can afford that brand new car. I finally can afford that new house, depending how much you stack, of course. But even just being able to buy a car, and if you need a new car, right? But in my opinion, it's best to stay disciplined, because the more you save, you're going to be ready for that wealth down the road. Even if it's a good amount of wealth now, Bitcoin's always going to appreciate, right? So you're going to be able to be like, oh my God, I was disciplined. I didn't sell it. Now I can afford it. I can afford the things more. And the benefit is I still have a lot of Bitcoin left over. And so I want to come on and make this video, give my thoughts on that. So thank you all for subscribing. I got a lot of subscribers here, in the last month. It's crazy. Since when I started, I had like 20 people when I first started, and now we're almost at 13. So hopefully my goal by the end of the month is to at least get to 15. And two grand, I'm talking prices, 2,000 subscribers would be nice. However, I'm conservative. So again, thank you. If you made this far, thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you all have a good day. I will be coming out with another video very soon, and this one is going to be pretty special to my heart. So I'll see you in the next one.